Hi everyone. I'm just gonna... Hi guys, this is Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be talking about a tranont, little bit of a training video. So, oh my god, this one is directed to anti-MLM and I was like, oh god, I'm excited for this one. So we're going to be diving into reacting to a helping you build in regards to the business training. And so I have a lot of thoughts and things to say about that. So before we hop in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell button down below so you'll be notified of every single video I post. Also, a couple other things I do want to state. This dress, because this is, well, it's not a dress, it's a romper, but it's a dress romper. You know what I mean? This thing is adorable, it's so comfortable, and so because this is like my favorite thing on the planet that I actually bought for a first date, I'm gonna have this linked in the description below because this thing is so fucking cute. The thing I wanted to mention is, now this is not sponsored, however, this was gifted. Again, full transparency here, but I do want to talk about it. So in a previous video, I actually highlighted Lane Woods before, which is my favorite moissanite company, where they create gorgeous moissanite rings. And because I'm very much about investing in quality jewelry recently, like I really just want to have stuff that will last and look as real as possible. I have been literally obsessed with this stuff, so let me show you some of the pieces that I'm wearing today. The only person I'm engaged to is myself, but look at this bad boy. Look at how pretty, like it's so shiny, it's so sparkly. I'm obsessed with the gold stuff and the minimalist style. And then I have this other ring as well that I like, oh my god, I love it. And honestly, like the design of it reminds me of a constellation. I shower with this stuff, I wear it all the time, and it literally looks beautiful and lasts compared to some other jewelry that I have purchased. So if you guys are interested, again, I will have them linked in the description as well. And you guys can use my code as well to get some money off on your purchase. That's the look. You can shop below and let's get to it. This is a help you build a wildly successful business. Okay. Okay. Again, I like to state I have highlighted tranont before. It is an MLM that has been around for quite a while. They sell health and wellness. Even I believe they have tax stuff. Like they have, this is a company that literally has so many different products under the sun. Nonetheless, it's a very big red flag to me. We've reacted to this individual actually previously who is a top leader in the company. And so I feel like a reason for this video was because of something that I've made and other people are starting to make in regard to this individual. So let's listen.
Hello everybody. What's up, Miss Bree? Say hey when you pop on. Let me know that you are there. So I have a little message for the people today because I want you to know that I actually had an appointment, a coaching call that got rescheduled, and so I have this time slot open. So this is kind of an impromptu live, but my shirt just happens to be a little, it is a theme, okay? It is part of the theme for tonight's chats. Hello everybody, good to see you on tonight. So here's the thing. I want to talk to you about success. I want to talk to you about my desire, my passion to help people succeed. And this whole thought process, this whole, hello Miss Stacy, this whole talk is actually stemming from the fact that there are a lot of hateful people in this world. Hello Miss Tina. I see someone saying hi lady, but it says Facebook user on my end. I'm on StreamYard, so I can't see everyone's name. But hello to you all. So there are some really hateful people in the world, right? If you agree, give me a thumbs up in the comments if you have encountered hateful people ever in your life. And there's actually an entire community of people who dub themselves anti-MLM or anti-network marketing.
Well, hello. Allow me to introduce myself. No, for real though. Okay, so something that drives me crazy, and again, I pretty much can speak for myself. I know I can't speak for everyone else, but anti-MLM is not a hateful movement. Like, that was not what this stemmed from. A lot of people that came to talk about MLMs, and I'm sure anyone that has even just watched my videos and isn't a creator, for example, a lot of our perspectives stem from seeing something and thinking, That's wrong. That is wrong, and I'm not crazy to think that's wrong. And as a collective, I think like so many of us have come together and be like, okay, a lot of us think that this is wrong. A lot of us see the problems with MLM, so we're gonna talk about it. And many of us have been trying to vocalize this for a long time and educate people and share how they're not crazy either. And so it's become essentially a topic of conversation, which has developed a lot, and I think it's a really cool thing. Now, well, yes, absolutely, there are some things that can get a little bit more aggressive in regards to the conversation. At the end of the day, though, I think that there has been a lot of really good creators in general who have been able to approach the topic while calling out the bullshit as they should, but still showing the raw reality of things. And it really bothers me when people are like, oh, it's a hateful movement, because sharing information and calling out things that are unethical is not just inherently hateful at all. If anything, it's doing a good service to people because it makes them see leaders in a different light. Now, again, I also would like to make this very clear too. Any leader that I've talked about, any person, if they change their ways, I wouldn't just be like, oh, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? This is something I've vocalized for a very long time, and I like reiterating it to remind people. If this individual or other people, like Dre from My Genius, Jasmine, you name it, if they left the industry and we're done with it, I am not gonna hate them for the rest of their lives. I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? I want them to do better, because at the end of the day, I don't just wish you the worst and fuck off. That's not how no, that's not my mentality on this. Am I bothered with you with the actions you're taking now? Yeah. But if you come out and you're like, you know, I'm done and I realize it's bad, fucking awesome. I am happy about that and I want that. I've seen leaders actually who I've talked about before leave and be done with the entire industry. And even though we don't talk, I still have a lot of respect for that, and I'm happy because it's hard getting out of a system that is so shitty. So just so we're aware. So again, even though I'm not vibing with this person's actions, if she dropped everything and stopped being a part of an MLM and manipulating people, in my opinion, then I would be like, super proud of you, very happy you got out of that. So it's not inherently hateful, and especially for me and how I do it, I don't believe that.
It's people who have had maybe like a mishap in the industry. Some people have no experience in the industry whatsoever. They just don't like the idea of it, and so they come out with hate. And ironically, they their mission, quote unquote, is to bring down businesses. That's their sole mission, is to hurt people. And the irony—
Again, your perspective, not mine here, babe. Like, the concept of bringing down businesses, and that, don't get me wrong, do I get really fucking hyped when an MLM gets exposed and when they get shut down? Absolutely, because they're getting shut down for a reason. And I think it's important to do that because any MLMs that have been shut down, most of the time you've actually seen a lawsuit or something in connection to it that actually shows how they've negatively impacted their customers or their promoters or both. And so I'm not trying to ruin you as a person, but I am going to call out and depict what's going on here. Because while you have, yes, a top leader that's going on and the Zoom calls and showing things, there's also a different perspective here that some people might not realize. And so maybe when they see their top leader on their timeline and they get curious, they might be able to pay attention and notice how things are worded, maybe how it's manipulatively worded. Maybe the facts that that top leader is sharing is actually not facts, it's just an opinion, and here are the real facts. Like, it shows the other side. Now, I know I can't make everyone just leave an MLM, I get that. But what I can do is show all of the information and call out what is wrong, because I know many people who are in MLMs and don't see the problem with it. They don't understand, or they think what's happening is normal, and I want to be able to create a space where I'm like, hi, that's wrong. That's not a very safe position. You deserve better, etc. So again, that's some bullshit.
The of it is they go on their tangents and their rants about how us as network marketers and the profession as a whole are out there to just get people. We're scammers and we're just out there to bring people down, right? So there's this whole community of people who want to bring us down because they think that we're trying to bring other people down. It's literally the most ironic thing ever. And I've been subject to attacks from them, honestly, for years. Whenever, you know, I was the top of the other company and making my way through that build, there was haters then, and they've found their way back around now. It's funny, like, whenever they see successful people, those are the ones they target, right?
So she's right and wrong about that, because for me, again, I can't speak on anyone else, but from what I can say is the reason why I have a major focus on top leaders and top leaders only is because once you hit a certain point where you know where your income's coming from and you know how the system is set up, then you're aware of what the fuck you're doing. That's when I have an issue. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna just call out maybe just the mom that started the new MLM and she doesn't really know much about it. I don't want to do that. I want to show these top leaders and what they're talking about in my perspective and inference on it, because it allows people to see these top leaders who are glorified in the system in a different light that makes them maybe think a little bit more, maybe makes them start using some context clues, maybe start critically thinking. That's what I want. I would also like to mention, as she says, successful people. Where is that success coming from? Where are those paychecks coming from? Is it coming from your own work, or is it actually coming from the profiting off of other people? Just saying.
And I've watched some even towards other network marketers who are not even in my company. And one video was bringing down a woman who literally has helped change thousands of lives through a charity that she runs that helps children around the world. And they found a way to spin it, because she's in network marketing, that it was a terrible thing. Like, in what world is that ever terrible? I don't know.
Again, I would like to reiterate, there are people that can have charities but find a way to connect their MLM to where they profit off of it. We've seen, for example, with the pandemic, how there were people that said, oh, if you purchase certain parts of my proceeds will go towards this charity. Now, I understand the logic behind that, because having charities where somebody can donate while also getting a product in return gets more people to join and participate. However, it bothers me how it's in an MLM, because with an MLM, like, you're not really helping their business, and a lot of that is very misleading off the bat. Like, it's fine if you have a charity, but when you try and connect it to be manipulative and recruit people because of the MLM in some way, that's when it's a problem.
Oh, and then they go about the petty stuff too. They say, you know, I've heard, what am I hiding behind my background? Nothing. It's just cuter than the daybed and the wall. That's the reality, right? I mean, it's like these silly little things, because I repeat myself, because I say, I think that was my first one 10 years ago. I made this video and I put it on YouTube, and I say, sometimes. I have tried to correct it in my...
Another thing I'd like to state is I don't condone harassing someone for their looks or things like that. That's fucking weird, and that's really tacky, and I think that's just excessive in my opinion. That's how I do things, and I will leave it at that. I don't give a shit how she talks. I say all the time. Why do you guys not hear it? Because I edit it out. Like, genuinely. I say like, fuck all the time. I edit it out so that way it's a little bit smoother, and it's sometimes more quote-unquote professional for people to watch. But to me, personally, talking to someone, I don't give a shit about that. And I don't really know why people probably should care about that as much. It's more of what's happening in the video. I don't give a fuck if you say A good person and a bad person can say I don't really give a shit about that. It's about the actions and what is partaking. So, as I would like to make very clear, I don't condone that type of like nitpicking bullshit. I think it's excessive. I think it's good to focus on the problem at hand, because when we keep straying to things like looks and, oh, her background's weird or shit like that, it doesn't matter. Now, the only time I would say that certain things in regards to the location, background, or stuff like that matters, it's when it's being used for the business. For example, WFAB renting out an Airbnb, trying to have all their team together, or when they're showing off maybe luxury items, trying to kind of push of, oh, look at all this money I spent on these luxury items. That can be connected to the MLM. Sometimes, like, it should have a connection to the MLM. So again, just clarifying.
Training for speaking, no. It happens, right? So that was my first one. And then recently, what is another one that, because I repeat myself. I absolutely do. When I'm passionate about something and I feel like I'm trying to get a point across and I just want to shake people and help them understand and see the vision that I have, and I get really, 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 really worked up and excited about it, I do tend to say some of the things over and over again. Hello from Canada. Hello, Miss Jennifer Dowd. So anyway, I say all of this to say that some people, I was on a coaching call tonight and they're like, how do you have such thick skin? You know, and all of this stuff happens and yet you just seem to kind of push through. And the first piece to that is, well, I know who I am, right? Someone came up to me at our last convention and they said, oh, I'm so mad at these anti-MLMers because they're just going after you and I can't stand them. And if I didn't know who you were, I might believe them. So that's step number one.
Again, I get haters, the concept of haters, but here's the problem. I think in general, what you do in your regular life, I don't really, like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, you could do all the good things, donate to charities, be a great person, but you're participating in a really shitty system, and you're teaching people that that system is good when it's not. That's when it becomes an issue. I'm not saying this person is just a fucking horrible person. No. But what I will say is what their actions are doing are bad, and I don't feel like it's a very good thing at all. I think it should speak volumes to you, though, that some people would come up to you and say, if I didn't know you, I would believe them. Because if anything, we're showing what you're saying. Like right now, I'm showing what this person is saying. I'm not cutting things out, I'm not adjusting it, but I'm pointing out certain flaws and things in regards to their arguments.
Get to know the person, right? I don't know those people from Adam, they don't know me, but they find it in their hearts and desire to want to talk about me, okay? They know nothing about me and who I am. I do. I know who I am to my core, okay? I know where my integrity lies. I know where my heart and my head lie. And above all, I know that I was created in his image.
All right, again, I don't like the argument of because I'm religious, I'm exempt from conversations, constructive criticism, and everything. Just because you are quote-unquote made in God's image doesn't mean that you can just by default be a completely flawless good person and that's it, okay? I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I'm also not saying that you're just exempt of doing bad actions because, well, yes, you could be a person that is doing all the things, right? But if you're participating in a system and you are continuously spreading misinformation, that's not a good action. That's not something that's helping people. That's not impacting people in a good way. So again, the whole like, oh, I'm great and perfect because God, that doesn't mean that what you're doing is good at all. Like, what?
And so I lean on that. But today, something happened that really kind of just gave me, another outlook, if you will, and just kind of like, it really, it's funny because it's all like internal dialogue with myself, but I was like, yes, absolutely. I get so passionate about my business. And the reason why I am so passionate about my business and sharing it with other people is because this industry changed my life. And it didn't all come easy. It was not a overnight success. It was not a get rich quick. I work really, 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 really hard for not only the success that I have, but for the lifestyle that I have. And what I know is this, that if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Here's the problem with her argument, though. Let's compare what she's doing to someone who is creating a other small business, okay? She joins and has to purchase a starter kit. All right, fine. Someone else actually starts a business and has fees, whatever the case may be, that they have to spend in order to register their business, get everything going, get product, etc. Okay? Here's the biggest difference that I see in regards to successful people. It is 10 times more ethical having your own small business or developing something like that, because if you have employees, you have to pay them. So they have to be paid. So not only can you be a very successful person that works hard and gets paid well too, but you would have employees that get paid. And yes, you do benefit from the work that those employees actually put into your business 100%, but they get paid for their work. So everyone is getting benefits from that. Not to mention, there are many companies that offer other benefits, insurance, bonuses, you name it, that do not have a dependency on other people's efforts or work, that are pretty much volunteers. Whereas this individual, we can infer that she has a downline that majority of them are not getting paid properly. So we have this unethical system where she's profiting off of it while all these people are putting in a lot of work but not getting anything really back in return. Even if it is marketed off as, oh, I got this bonus, how much are they actually spending than what they're actually getting back in? So that's our issue. It wouldn't be a problem if she was like another small business owner where she had her employees legitimately paid properly. This is not the case at all. So with the small business, you can benefit from other people's work, but they're getting paid to do that work, and it is a good, like, balanced system. Where this is not a balanced system where everyone wins.
Everyone watching this can do it. I started in the network marketing industry with a goal to make $1,000 a month so I could stay home with my kids and didn't have to go back to work. That's where I started in this business. My passion and the reason why I work so hard today is so that I can help create as many of those stories for other people as humanly possible. So today
Again, I love that goal. That's a goal that I have someday. I want to have it to where I have a business that pays people really well. I'm a good boss, you know what I mean? That I can offer more than what a lot of jobs offer. That's my goal someday. And you can have those goals. But joining an MLM is not a way to do that, because even if people can work crazy amounts of hours, bust their ass, and put all this time in, a lot of them are not going to get paid for their efforts. Whereas if you are somebody that actually is a boss and a business owner, and you have people that are working for you, they are getting paid their time. You can make sure that they're getting bonuses. You can do all these things to make sure that they're getting paid what they're worth. You can have that goal, but you can also still be participating in something unethical that isn't actually doing that. So
watching my son outside practicing baseball. And I don't know why I feel like all emotional about this, but I do. You're so sweet. Hello, Miss Michelle. So I was watching my son play baseball. Yes, I repeated myself for anyone who's counting the times that I say things over and over. Oh, look, all the things in one sentence. So I was watching him play baseball, and he was practicing hitting. And I was standing far away. He was out there, his dad was throwing to him, and he was hitting. And I was just watching from afar thinking, oh my gosh. Every time the ball was thrown his way, I wanted him to knock it out of the park. It was in a cage, so obviously it wasn't going to go out of the park or over the fence or anything. But that was my thought. Was every time I just wanted him to crush that ball because I knew that's what he wanted. Right? I know that he wants to be, hello, Miss Maria. He wants to be, he hit a home run inside of that cage, I'm sure. But he wants to improve. That's why he asked his dad. His dad did not even say, let's go out and practice. He said, hey, will you come throw some balls with me and let me hit? So watching him from afar, I wanted with every bone in my body, every piece of my being, for him to succeed inside of that cage. It wasn't about winning a game. It wasn't about anything beyond the fact of his self-feeling of accomplishment, right? His win, personal win. And I sat there looking at him, just like super excited every time he would crush the ball and going, oof, every time he would miss the ball, right? But always wanting the true, wholehearted best for him as he practiced inside that cage. So I thought about my business. And if we've just met, I do relate a lot of my life to business because that's just the way my brain works. This is a true passion of mine. And so while I was thinking about my business, I was thinking, man, I know that people out there, whether it's the anti-MLMers or just the people that I have conversation with that I offer the opportunity to, I know people out there question my intentions. And I want you to know that just as much as I wanted my son to crush every ball that was thrown his way inside of that cage, every person that I work with that wants, desires, has a hunger and a drive for success, I want you to crush that ball.
It is very hard for me to believe that this person has good intentions when we are trying to recruit somebody into a system where you are going to benefit off of it, but we know statistically the people that are in the downlines aren't benefiting off of it. It's not like, for example, if I'm someone that has a company and I'm trying to hire someone and I overhear someone talking about like shit, maybe marketing, and I'm like, oh my God, hi, I actually really want to hire someone for marketing. You know, you could apply for the job. I would absolutely love to interview you. We could talk about it because, well, yes, I benefit from their work. My business would grow for that 100%, but they would be getting properly compensated for that work and effort. So it would be, again, a mutually beneficial thing. I wouldn't be just a shitty boss because I would be hiring someone and being like, do everything for me for free pretty much. Like, no, that's not how that works at all. Whereas this is essentially hiring, again, not really hiring, but you know what I mean? Getting people onto a team where this woman is gonna benefit off of it, and the chances for that other person to benefit as well are slim to none, unless they probably recruit as well. How is that you want them to win when the statistics are against them?
Every single time it's thrown your way. And that literally comes from the bottom of my soul. My greatest passion is watching other people succeed, whether it's in my business or not. So here's the other piece to this, right? Inside of our industry, it's really the strangest thing to me. And I've talked about this before, but when someone goes to a new place, like, so whenever I came here, right? And Michelle, I want you to have a grand slam. I want there to be people on the base and every one of them score and you to bring it home too. Carrie, sing. Okay? When I reach out to people, when I do these videos, it's because I truly want people to create the life that they dream. And the crazy thing is when in our industry, like when I came from my previous company, there was all kinds of because I was leaving and people got scared, right? They got scared that it would affect their paychecks. That's what it all comes down to.
So far with this entire conversation, to me, this is essentially trying to cover up any videos that she has had in regards to talking about the MLM tranont and just herself in general. Now, again, like, this is not proving anything to me by saying, oh, well, I have your best interest at heart when the numbers honestly don't lie. This isn't doing anything for me at all. And also, I'd like to know, how is this helping anyone build a business? Like, what part of the Zoom call is helping people build a business?
Instead of, like in other industries, for instance, Miss Jen, if she's still on here, her daughter she's a nurse and went from one hospital to another hospital, and they threw her a party. Unfortunately,
oh, this is such a stupid argument also. We've highlighted this in regards to W Fab in a video, but I'd love to reiterate how there's an argument that people have in regards to top leaders leaving MLMs. We've talked about this very frequently, and this is a top leader that has left her MLM and has moved on to tranont, okay? And a lot of people were pissed off that she left. We see that a lot in regards to MLM leaders leaving. Their downlines or uplines are pissed whenever they leave. Why they're trying to compare this to regular jobs or 9-to-5s, for example, is because they're trying to be like, you're a hypocrite for being pissed off that I'm leaving. Like, what? Other people don't get treated like this. Now, okay, I'm not saying the 9-to-5 world is perfect. I get that. There's gonna be people that are like, oh, fuck, you left the job and now I have to deal with finding someone to replace you. I get that. However, the hate, if people are pissed off, it's coming from two different things. If someone's bothered that you're leaving in regards to a 9-to-5, they're probably bothered because they have to find someone to replace you for that. Yeah. Whereas in regards to an MLM, the people are pissed if you leave, if you're like a good money maker, for example, because you made them a paycheck. You benefited them so heavily in regards to their finances. So they take a huge hit. Whereas if someone leaves a 9-to-5, that person is not losing a cut in their paycheck because of you. That's not how that works. Whereas with this, they're losing a lot of money. So I hate the comparison here because there are two different things. Yeah, a 9-to-5 can throw you a party because you're moving on and you're doing different things. Exactly. Why the hell would someone want to celebrate you leaving when you leaving them in an MLM actually makes them lose a fuck ton of money every month?
Unfortunately, that doesn't happen enough in our industry, right? Now, do I think that some people hit roadblocks in a business and automatically turn and run? And is it the best decision? Sometimes for them, yes. Sometimes for them, no. But here's what I think you have to understand. It's their decision. Just as it was my decision to come here, it is your decision where you want to live and run business. It is your decision in what field you want to help others. And who am I to stand in the way of that, right? So it's funny because then when I offer people the opportunity who are in another, this actually happened within, I would say, the last year. I offered someone the opportunity and their friend was a big leader somewhere else and they were working together. I offered them the opportunity because I saw she was struggling. This is a true story. I saw she was struggling. She was a single mom who publicly would put her struggles online. And I knew, I didn't think. So this is another thing. I am steadfast in my company and what I have to offer, okay? I knew that I had something that could get her out of the situation she was in. So what did
I don't like that statement either. You can't just know that this will do everything for people. That is false advertising. That's not appropriate at all. It's one thing, and again, I fuck MLMs in general, but if it's one thing of saying, okay, well, you know, there's no promise in success. At least you're honest. This is not being honest then, okay? I would rather real transparency with this argument than not. She's not being transparent. She's saying, oh, I know that this would help this person. No. No, not one bit. Stop lying to people. This is why I have problems with these top leaders.
I offered it. Hey, I've got my hands on something that can help you get out of this situation. Are you willing to take a look? And that right there was taken as in I was trying to just blow up a whole scene. The core of me and who I am and what I am here to do is to help people who want to be helped. It is my passion to my core, without any doubt. Now, once you've seen the information, you know about the products, you know about the compensation plan, you know what it looks like to work with me. Once you have the information, if it's still not for you, that's okay. You're willing to take a look, a single mom. We will connect. I can't see who it is because it's just a Facebook user on my side, but we'll absolutely connect. Okay? And that's all I do, is I offer people the opportunity to take a look. What they decide is okay with me either way. I am well aware, this is the nature of the business, right? People will come into the business. Not everyone will stay in the business. It's the same thing as the people who you worked with to get you to that level, not necessarily the same people you will work with to get you to the next level. But we pick up and we keep going because my mission is to help as many people as humanly possible. So I say all of this to say that you have to understand no matter what you do, you're going to have haters. People are going to doubt you. People are probably going to talk about you, which, again, it's sad, but it's just the freaking world that we live in, right? People are going to be watching you 100%. So I would encourage you to be consistent in anything that you do, whether it's working in the network marketing space, whether it's working with me, or whether it's something completely different. No matter what you do, stay consistent because people are waiting for you to quit. Okay?
That I don't like. That, ooh, abso-fucking-lutely not. I have a problem every time when they run with this argument of, well, you don't want people to see you fail. It literally makes me mad because I feel like it is a manipulation tunnel in regards to keeping people in or making them feel guilty for leaving. So we have people when they join, top leaders like, hi, promote the business, tell people what you want to do with it. What are you going to accomplish with it? And again, statistics don't lie. Most people will not accomplish what they say that they will. However, because they posted that on social media, now we have people who are like, oh fuck, I'm failing. I can't show that I'm failing, so I need to just share that I'm not failing and make something up. That's what some people have done, I've seen. And then when it gets really, really bad, we have arguments like this where it's like, okay, well, I can't really tell anyone that this is bad. I can't really tell anyone that this is a problem. And I don't want people to see me fail, so I'm just gonna have to keep sucking it up, and that's how they stay longer. Funny enough, how this woman is encouraging this type of behavior, yet she is the same one that has left one MLM to go to this other one. Very, very telling, but okay.
Surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who want the same things that you do, and don't put your weight, okay? Don't put all of your weight. Don't put all of the weight. Don't put a lot of weight on what you see on social media, okay? Oh, that is so good. Hello, Mr. Break. Questioning your motives is just another excuse for the 99% to not take a step forward in life. I love that. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. So, I want to read all of you guys' comments. So many that display narcissistic traits instead of lifting others up and cheering them on. It's who they are to bring people down. I know. And you know what, Tina? Sadly, that's just a fact of life, huh? is that there will always be people in this world who their sole mission is to bring other people down, which is really sad. And I know you guys have heard this, that hurt people hurt people. I am 100% sure that all of these people who want to make videos about me or whatever they want to do, talk to their mom about me, I don't know, all of those people, that's not stemming from who I am or what I'm set out to do. That is definitely a reflection of them.
Such a deflection, honest to God, because it's like, okay, if someone holds you accountable publicly, is it always a reflection of them? Okay, depending on the topic, it could be a reflection of them. If they're spewing a bunch of bullshit that has no connections and really makes no sense, that could be a connection to them. But when we're actually saying, hi, here's a logical fallacy that you're depicting and this is why it's a problem, I don't see that as a bad reflection of me. I also have many times where I have the benefit of the doubt for some people, or again, like I said in a bit of disclaimers at the beginning, I don't wish hate on these people. I want them to do better, but I also am going to share why I think that this is so wrong. So no, my motivation is not to drag you down. My motivation is not to make you miserable in life. It's just to say, hi, this is a problem and here's why. So that's about it.
Like I said, it's the biggest irony is they're out to expose us, but they're literally doing what they're saying that we are doing. It's just, it's crazy. But I want you guys to know that I want to see you win. And whether it's with me or with another company or with another profession, no matter what it is, just like my son in that baseball cage, I want you to knock it out of the park. And just like I told my friend Michelle, I want the bases to be loaded with people that you love and people that you want to see succeed. And I want you to hit it out of the park so they can all score too. So I want to come on and share that with you. It was something that happened tonight just outside right before dinner, and it got my mind, my wheels are spinning inside of my head in different ways that I can reach more people. Maybe you know someone who could use an opportunity for change. If you are willing to take a look at the information of my business and what I have my hands on that I truly know can help anyone create the life that they want if you dig in, okay, that is very, very important. It is not an overnight get rich quick. It is not, it's work. The most beautiful thing about it is you get to work on your own schedule. You get to, if it's 10 minutes a day that you have, if it's 10 hours a day that you have to put into it, as long as you're consistent, it compounds. Success is from
I hate that argument too in regards to MLMs, because you can't compound something if you have your dependency and success mainly on a team. Like, that's not a very reliable thing, and that's also why we see so many top leaders jumping ship to different MLMs. If it compounded and did well and everything was perfectly fine and they had a great foundation, they wouldn't have left, okay? That's not how that works. So again, that's just another lovely bullshit thing that people like to spew. So, okay, that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below what you guys were thinking about this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay glowing, my beautiful queens. Love you. Bye.